Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Ielts Winner. Hope you all are doing fine and staying safe. So this video is all about the review of how the September and October month exams were. Still we are left with 2 October exams, but mainly about how the reading, listening, writing and speaking will be in the November month, and from which sites or which material you should utilize to get better bands in your November exam. We have already given the detailed predictions for all the November exam, and an added date is 13th November 2021 for both academic and general in November. So do go through all the predictions. So here we are going to see which sites the exams came for September and October, and there are chances that they will be repeated in the next month, that is November. So without waiting, let's start. Before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Ielts Winner and daily practice channel Ielts Practice World. And we have taken initiative and created 12 different jumbo cards for you. That is, there are jumbo cards of 12 cue cards, then 11 cue cards, then 7, then 5, 6, 3, 4, like that. So on the whole, we have 12 such cue cards, which has approximately 40 to 50 cue cards. So each jumbo card is a sample of 7.5 or 7 bands. It has good idiomatic language and vocabulary. If you want to buy this PDF for just 350 rupees, do contact me on my WhatsApp number and I'll share it with you. This is very important because all the latest cue cards which are being repeated and which look similar, you can just give one answer to all those cue cards. So it will be easy for you to remember your vocabulary and to focus more on your fluency and your grammar instead of working on your content, because content is already there. So it will help you in your preparation in a better way. So if you want to buy it, do contact me personally on the WhatsApp number given in the description box. Let's start with the listening. So mostly same listening is for academic and general, and most of the questions were of the level IELTSonlinetest.com and forecast of Crack IELTS with Rob. Okay, so if you go to Crack IELTS with Rob website, there is a forecast for IELTS listening. You can just practice. I think there are around 11 practice tests. If you work on them, you will get the latest kind of questions as well as the speed. Always practice at 1.25 speed. Do not practice at normal speed. If it is on YouTube or you are doing from any other platform, look into it that you always practice at 1.25 speed, because section 3 and 4 are always quite fast. These two sites are best because most of the questions were of the similar type in September as well as October 9, 14 and 16, like IELTSonlinetest.com and forecast of Crack IELTS with Rob. So just go to the websites, take any question and start practicing. Better to practice the latest one, that is the September and October one. Moving on to academic reading. These academic readings are from September, October. Okay, so September 14, September 30, October 9, 14 and 16. And there are chances that the questions will come from the same websites. Okay, so the questions, the passages, some of the passages named were Tasmanian Tiger, Birth of Blue, Appearances and Personality, Electronic Dreams, Designed to Last, History of Woodlands, History of Guitar. All these passages were one or the other related to these 6 websites, that is collegedunia.com, IELTStrainingonline.com, IELTSmaterial.com, IELTSexpress.com and OCIAclasses.com. Okay, so mostly questions came from College Dunia and your IELTS material. Okay, latest on 16th and 14th, it was from IELTS material and IELTStrainingonline.com. So go through all the latest questions, that is the most frequent ones, the latest one. Don't go for the old post, go for the newest reading tests that are available on these websites, so that you will get an idea of what kind of passages are there and what kind of questions are there. Almost all the questions that came from collegedunia.com has many true false not given and fill-ups, and that is why it was quite easy. Whether to look at 14th or 16th, it was easy to moderate, mostly easy because most of the questions were true false not given and summary type of questions. So collegedunia.com has easy passages. IELTS material, IELTS Express are easy to moderate. IELTStrainingonline.com and OCIclasses.com are easy to moderate but little bit tricky. So these are the most common websites from where questions are repeating, the passages are coming. So go through the latest passages that are available on these in these platforms, because maybe in November also we'll get from the same. For general reading for September, October came from IELTSmaterial.com, mini-IELTS.com and IELTSexpress.com. So mostly the chances are that in November also you will get from the same websites. Mini-IELTS.com had more questions from GT people. Okay, so whoever wrote GT exams, they had most of the passages from mini-IELTS.com. They're quite short and they have all kind of questions, so it is easy to practice. So I would recommend you to do for mini-IELTS.com. Also, if you have time, go for IELTS material and IELTSexpress.com. Moving to writing task 1 mostly came for academic, that is bar, table and map. Always at the first week of any exam we get maps, that is September first date was map, October 9 was map, so maybe November first week, that is 6, will be a map. Most of the questions came from testbig.com, writingnight.com and IELTS Wind. Okay, IELTSrewind.com. So you can just go through the latest questions from these. Even there is a website called careerzonemoga.com, I think. Career Zone Moga, where daily tests are uploaded. You can also go there and do the task, because some of the tasks in September came from that website. So that is called Career Zone Moga. The letters, the general task 1, mostly I found that similar kind of questions are given on IELTSmentor.com. So you can do task 1 from IELTSmentor.com, which has almost hundreds of task 1, and they are similar to what the real ones are coming, that is letter to neighbor, letter to your manager or to hotel manager. All of them were similar to what is there on IELTSmentor.com. So you can just go through it. Essays. In September, we mostly got all the questions from writing9.com. And in October, on 9th, 14th and 16th, all the questions were from the 2016 edition of Makkar book. If you have that book, you can go through the questions and get ideas. Or there is a book that is past IELTS essays from past exams, where it is written 400 plus essays, not the 300 plus essays. There are two books. One says 300 plus essays and another one is 400 plus essay. Do not follow the 300 one, follow the 400 plus essay book, and most of the questions are coming from that. You can get both these PDFs on our Telegram channel IELTS Winner and practice from there. Coming to speaking, we all know we should follow Makkar 2021 final version, because all the part 1, part 2 or part 3 questions come from Makkar only. So I would suggest go through all the questions in it. Don't follow the answers, go through the questions. Or else the latest book, that is IELTS material, IELTSmaterial.com's PDF of October to Jan 2021, which is available on our Telegram channel. Go through the questions of part 1 and part 2 from this also, because many of the students also get from that. So these two books are the most common ones that we are getting our cue cards from. So these were the materials that you should follow to get higher bands in your IELTS exam. Don't forget to buy the jumbo cue card that I said, because that will be very useful for you to prepare for 7 and plus band of your IELTS speaking. Also, if you want your evaluations for writing and speaking, the new batch is starting from 20th October, that is tomorrow. So do call me on this number if you want to buy the PDF or enroll in the classes. Do watch our November and December month predictions and also the jumbo cue cards which are already updated on the channel. See you in the next video. All the best and do well in your exams.